Happy New Year, y'all. I love New Year's and I love hearing about people's goals. And I'm guessing if you clicked on this video that you feel the same. There are a lot of videos out there on how to goal set, but for me, because I'm nosy AF, they never give me enough of their actual goals. So I'm gonna talk you through the process of how I goal set this year and yap about what my actual goals are. So for my goals this year, I set them in 3 major categories: health, relationships, and then creativity, hobbies, passion. Then I set my big goals, like the things that I want to have achieved by the end of 2025. Ruminated on my strategies on how I'm gonna get there, set those up, set some smaller intentions in each of the categories, and then did a little ins and outs for things that I just wanna remember to focus on in 2025. And then I set some monthly challenges. Tucker and I always like doing those, so got some booked out. Under health, my big goal for this year is to end 2025 having found a cardio routine that I like a lot and will stick with. I already do strength training and some mobility work and classes, but I don't do any cardio. And my family has a history of heart problems, and I in particular have a history of lung problems. So it feels like it's time to get cardio in the routine. So I'm gonna try out a bunch of different things month to month. I'm gonna do the classic cycling, running, swimming, and then I think I might try pickleball, racquetball, jump roping, dance classes, rowing, I don't know what else. But stay tuned because I think I'm gonna do a cardio diary series and rate each of the exercises. My other health goal is to end 2025 with a recipe book just for myself. I'm not like a cook. Even though I've been feeding myself multiple times a day, every day for many years, it still somehow remains difficult. And I think having like printed out recipes to remind myself what I like to eat and make each week will be extremely helpful. In addition to my big goals, my other health intentions are to do a mobility/posture routine every day, to track my strength workouts. And then I'm really excited about walking after each meal for 10 minutes. Apparently that's incredible for you. I love walking. Elio loves walking, so should be a good time all around. And then for my ends, I'm into seasonal produce in 2025. I am actually into leaning into all seasonality. Like I want fresh flowers and strawberries and lemonade in spring, and in winter I want pomegranates and hot cocoa. And then we love doing monthly challenges. So my health ones for this January are dry January, and I'm gonna journal each day in January. I don't currently journal at all, so gonna see if that improves my mental health. For my relationships category, I really want to spend more time with Tucker, my partner, and Mikkel, my best friend, this year. So overarchingly, I want to, big goal, budget for, plan, and execute on 3 trips this year. 2 of them at least with Tucker, and 1 of them at least with Mikkel. And of the 2 with Tucker, 1 in the country and 1 out of the country. And then for my ends, crossword puzzles. Tucker and I like to do crosswords together every morning with our coffee and other little word games and just yap, and it's my favorite time of day every day, and I want to soak it in more. Then dinner parties and movies and theaters. I'm just into those. Want more of them in 2025. For January challenges in this category, in order to budget for and save up for the trips, we're doing Frug's Jan. A few years ago, Tucker and I started doing what we call Frug's Feb, Frugal February. It's where you're frugal in February. And then a few years later, we added in Jan as well. So this year we're doing Frug's Jan and Frug's Feb. It's essentially a no-buy, low-buy month, but just trying to up our savings game. And then under creativity, passions, hobbies, etc. Last year for my birthday, Mikkel got me this 365 Days of Creativity book. And so I want to have it completed by the end of the year. It's got exercises to flex your creative muscle for 365 days. So excited about that. And then for this channel, I want to make at least 52 videos by the end of 2025. Then for my intentions under this area, I'm planning to do at least one personal care activity, book it in for each month. So something like head spas, massages, etc. I guess that could go under health as well, but it's really like a hobby for me. I love that stuff. So putting it here. Then for ins and outs, this category has my only out for the year, which is doubling up on dopamine. I am trying this year to do less of looking at the little screen while I'm watching the big screen kind of vibes, or scrolling while I'm talking with someone I love. Like, I'm trying to just, if I'm doing something that makes me happy, just be doing that one thing. I do feel like doubling up on dopamine, little screen, big screen, is kind of breaking my brain and my attention span and making me feel less creative, etc. So I'm gonna cut that. And then ins for me, ASMR. I am obsessed with ASMR and I want even more of it in 2025. In that same vein, birding / creature spotting in general. I love spotting and watching creatures. Love spotting bunnies around Chicago, love spotting hawks and other birds. So I'm gonna do more of that in 2025. And then for monthly challenges, Tucker and I are doing no TV in January. And that's primarily to give us time to focus on these other hobbies and goals that we wanna dedicate our time to. For overall strategies in order to achieve these goals, so I reworked my morning and evening routines to add in time for primarily journaling and cardio and working on the recipes. And then I am adding in a fully built out afternoon routine to give me time for working on videos and working on my 365 days of creativity book and doing my mobility routine. And then overarchingly, I've structured out the overall time blocks for my ideal weeks. I've built in weekly resets and monthly resets to hopefully help keep me on track. And then I have a weekly, monthly, and yearly calendar up on my walls. Weekly and monthly is on my fridge, and then yearly's in my downstairs hallway, so I can see everything out and be confronted with it visually every day. That's everything that I'm focused on right now. Thank y'all so much for listening to me yap about my goals. I hope you've had a fun time goal setting if that's something that you're into, and I hope all your wildest dreams come true in 2025. Bye.